Hey y'all. Okay, so I basically wanted to go over how today went down with this cystoscopy because all the videos I saw online were pertaining to, like, they were only maybe 2 cystoscopies related to women. The rest were all men, and not all of us are men. So let's go ahead and get into the meat and taters of how everything went down today. So I got there super early, went to the hospital super early. You want to get there, like, if you're going to have something to calm down or something, sedative or something like that, they're going to give you, they want you to be there half an hour early, but I was there like way earlier than that. And basically mine wasn't done in an OR, so there's 2 ways it's done. Either in the OR or in the doctor's office, okay? Mine was done in the doctor's office. And ironically, the doctor that is the doctor for my knee, I saw his wife today. They're both doctors. Because I was really confused by the last name. I'm like, isn't that my knee doctor? The male is my knee doctor, and the female is the one that did my procedure today. Some people are calling it surgery. It is not a surgery at all. It is a procedure. So you will see people online on YouTube saying, my surgery is tomorrow, and it's the cystoscopy. It's a surgery only if you go under or you're heavily sedated and they do other procedures, not just a cystoscopy. Then there may be a surgery included with that, but it's generally not a surgery. It is a procedure. Okay, so I went in. Everything went fairly quickly. She was working on time today, so she wasn't behind on any of her patients, so that was cool. And they did want a urine sample, make sure there's nothing weird going on in there as far as that goes. And then I'm doing it to the best of my ability. I'm still tired, but I took a nap when I got back. So did the did the UA, urinalysis, and then I go and you go into the room where, for me, this is how it went for me. The room's intimidating because this is the room they're doing it in, okay? The way the bed is and the instruments out and all this, you just know. But it wasn't. It's a little intimidating at first, but she did give me the medication to calm down, and my blood pressure, which I may have mentioned earlier, was extremely high. I have something called white coat hypertension, meaning every time I go to the doctor's office, which I do not want to be there, every time I go, my BP goes, and the more scared I am, the higher it goes. Okay? This is normal for me. So the only problem with that is when your BP goes extremely high and doesn't come down, that's dangerous. Okay? That's very dangerous. So anyway, you undress from the hips down, or the waist down. You could I kept my socks on. And then she gave me, well, I think she gave me my medicine first, or no, maybe not. I can't remember. Not that it matters. But she gave me the medicine to calm down, and she also gave me Cipro, which is probably Ciprodex, I think. Anyway, it's an antibiotic just to be on the safe side. So if there was any bacteria introduced, the Cipro can go in there and pow, karate chop it, punch it out or whatever. So that's good. And then I just waited. It does not take long I was on Valium, that it doesn't take long for the Valium to take effect. I would say I was starting to feel it within almost 10 minutes. I'm starting to feel like a slight, I don't want to say buzzy feeling, but it's like, you could tell that it's working. Okay. You could tell it's working. And it does a good job calming me down. It helps to, so, okay, let me just say this. So when you're laying on the table, what they're going to have you do is, and like I said, this is for women because I didn't see any videos except one or two about women getting it done. So when you lay on the table, they want you to put the heels of your feet together and your knees are going to be apart that way so that they can get access to what they need to get access to. And you don't want to tense up anything. So she's going to tell you, or the doctor's going to usually tell you, like, take a deep breath. Oh, backtrack. Backtrack. The nurse gave me the Cipro and the Valium, and she also takes these swabs and cleans the area. So she had like 4 different swabs. So she wiped it 4 times, just once each time, 3, 4, and then trying to prevent bacteria. And then she put some gel on a swab and inserted that, a skinny little, I didn't even feel it really when she put that in there. She puts the gel inside of the urethra and allows it to sit. She said, don't let that come out. So it's lidocaine. It's lidocaine gel. So she said, don't let that leak out. So I kind of, you don't have to do this, but I kind of took my hips and I rotated them upwards because I don't want it leaking out. That's the last thing you want to happen, right? And then I told myself, okay, calm down, cross your legs. So I crossed my legs. I'm just trying everything I can to keep that medicine in there. And then after a while, it wasn't really that long, maybe 10 more minutes or something. She came in, doctor came in, and she stood there and she looked at me. And I think I was wondering if she was looking to see if the medicine was working because she's like looking right in my eyes. She goes, hi, I'm Dr. DeFroda. She said, how are you? I said, I'm okay. She said, good. All right, so let's go ahead and, get your procedure done. She's really, really sweet, super gentle. Wow. Great job. She did a great job. She said, take a deep breath, and I tried to. I didn't take as deep of a breath as I should because, you're just so worried or whatever. But I did the best that I could to my ability. And then she puts it in, and I felt a tiny little discomfort for a split second. It wasn't even that big a deal, really. And next thing you know, she's in. And there's a screen, and you can look at your bladder, the inside of your bladder on the screen. Modern technology, people, modern technology. And I got to see the inside of my bladder, which I knew what it looked like because I'd seen it on YouTube. And she said, like I said in the previous video, she said, your bladder looks beautiful. No bumps, no ridges, no abnormalities. Your bladder's perfectly fine. But before she started, I'm backtracking again, forgive me. Before she started, I asked her, what are the chances that this is contrast from the CT? She said, very high. Phenomenal. And apparently that's the case. That was the case. No abnormalities whatsoever. Nothing weird going on at all. So I'm happy. Good news for a change with my body because it be putting me through the ringer, okay? It'd be putting me through the ringer. So, I think that's pretty much it. You can, if you're not going to be heavily sedated, you can eat, drink, whatever. I would advise you to drink something before you go or as you're on your way there. The doctor's office did give me a bottle to drink, but it was only like that big. It's like a miniature bottle. So like I couldn't produce that much for the urinalysis. I think I only had you could produce that much. Yeah, so that's the story with that. That's the details. I didn't see anything on YouTube about it. I saw like a few women who, there's only like 2 or 3 on YouTube that talked about the procedure itself. So I just want other women to have an opportunity to see more details about the procedure for me and how it went down and what they can anticipate. Some people say that, it could get done in a OR, which is kind of intimidating. Like, the whole thing is intimidating, but it was so easy. In my head, it was going to be this nightmare, but it wasn't anything like that. Sometimes our imaginations can run wild, and when you actually do that thing that's scaring the heck out of you, it's nowhere near as bad as it was in your head. You know what I mean? So that's pretty much it. Thank goodness, thank goodness, thank goodness. I'm so glad it's over. Thank goodness. So if you have any questions, let me know, and I'll talk to you later.